Welcome or welcome back to Safi Yoga. In today's restorative session, we'll be exploring the energy of stillness and spaciousness. You can check out the description box below for a little bit more information on restorative sessions and this session in particular. I hope you enjoy. We'll be coming into child's pose for the first posture. So bring the knees as wide as the mat, bring the big toes together, send the hips back as you walk the arms forward, bringing the forehead onto the mat. Soften and relax the shoulders down the back, creating space for the neck to be free. Relax the fingers, relax the toes. And you can set an intention here for your practice today. So just planting the seed of whatever it is you want to see more of in your life. Love, patience, peace, kindness, compassion. Choosing one word, and you can recite it in your mind at any point in your practice. You can use it as an anchor, so you always come back to this intention when you find that your mind strays from one thought to the next. Allowing the breath to be deep and slow and steady. Creating space in the hips and back body. Allowing yourself to be as comfortable as possible in this and every posture, since you'll be holding each pose for a few minutes. Gently lift the head and slowly begin to walk the hands back towards the hips. Sitting up tall with the shoulders above the hips. Just taking a few deep breaths here as you change shape. And slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to roll towards the mat. Lift the chest as you roll the shoulders back. You can have your hands behind the hips for support, or anywhere that feels comfortable to you. Keeping the spine tall and the hips relaxed. Keeping the eyes closed. And watching that deep, slow belly breath. With every inhale, the spine lengthens, and with every exhale, the hips and knees relax. Slowly and gently bring the knees together and the soles of the feet onto the mat. When you're ready, slowly extending the legs all the way out to the sides. So spreading the legs as wide as you can, reaching the heels forward, pointing the toes back, and relaxing the feet. Keep reaching the hips back as you lift up through the chest, finding support with the hands again. With every inhale, feeling the lower ribs expand, front, back, and sides. Filling the lungs from the bottom up. And with every exhale, allowing the body to soften completely. As the hips and hamstrings begin to soften, you can begin to lean the chest forward. So keeping the hands behind you for support as you lean the chest forward. And if the chest can get further forward, you can bring the hands forward and support the upper body this way. Still lifting the chest, still lengthening the spine and neck, still reaching the hips back. Coming into this gentle, wide-legged forward fold. Take a deep inhale as you come all the way back up, shoulders above the hips. And slowly and gently bring the legs together so the heels reach forward to the top of the mat. So in these yin or restorative postures, initially the joints will feel a bit more tired and weak when you change positions. But the long-term effects of holding these poses for a long time is that you strengthen and increase the flexibility of the joints. So they only feel weak temporarily. We take a forward fold here, so the hips reach back, the heels are forward, the toes are back, creating length along the back body. The chest is lifted so the spine is straight. The shoulders move down and the neck is long. So the focus here is a straight spine, long legs, and that can mean that the knees are bent and the hands are on the thighs or shins. observing the experience in the back body as you gently continue to fold forward with legs as straight as they can be and the spine as long as it can be. Folding further forward with every exhale. On the next inhale, slowly walk the torso back, bringing the shoulders back above the hips. Taking a few breaths here. And then we'll fold forward again, but this time instead of a flat back, go ahead and round the spine. So reaching the middle of the back up to the sky, up to the ceiling. As you relax the arms towards the legs, allowing the upper body to be heavy. Noticing the sensations in the back body with this rounded spine. Staying with the sensations in the body, staying with your deep, slow breath, staying with the intention that you set for your practice today. Using your tools to stay present and at peace with what you find in the present. taking a deep inhale as you slowly ease out of the forward fold. Shoulders above the hips again. Noticing this neutral spine. And then we'll come into half hero's pose. So bending the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot onto the mat. Bending the left knee, reaching the left knee forward, and the left ankle comes to the side of the left hip. So the top of the left foot is on the mat, with the toes pointing straight back, left knee pointing straight forward. Sole of the right foot on the mat, knee above the ankle, or maybe ankle a little bit forward. Hands behind you for support as you lift the chest. So if this is not comfortable for you, you can sit up on a block, a folded blanket, or a couple books to lift the hips higher. Keep rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest, and softening as much as you can into the hips. Noticing the top of the left leg or left quad muscle as you breathe deep and slow. To get a deeper release in the quad muscle on the left, you can begin to guide the pubic bone forward as you lean back to lower down onto your forearms. Slowly easing your way out of half hero's pose. Leaning to your right to release the left leg all the way forward. And then bending the left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot onto the mat. Releasing the right knee down, ankle next to the hip. You can sit up to make the hips higher so that there's less pressure on the knee. Finding support behind you with the arms, lengthen the spine. And coming back to the present moment any way you choose. Allowing yourself to connect to that sense of spaciousness with each breath as you expand front, back and sides of the chest, allowing the breath to come in And as you allow the ribs to relax and soften, releasing the air out. You can deepen your half hero's pose if you choose, by guiding the pubic bone forward and lowering down onto the forearms behind you. Even coming to lie flat on the back. Staying aware of the space around you, without judgment. Simply noticing and then coming back to the breath. Allowing the body to soften anywhere that you might be holding on. Slowly easing out of your half hero's pose. Bringing the right leg to meet the left with knees bent. You can wrap your arms around your shins. Watching the body. We'll come into pigeon pose from here. So come onto hands and knees, and then walk the right knee towards the right wrist, walking the right ankle towards the left wrist. As you extend the left leg all the way back, ankle, knee, and hip line up on the left. Keep rolling that left hip forward as you roll the right hip back. And then you'll take a gentle forward fold, finding a comfortable position for the arms. I'm bringing my arms across my chest, so the right arm is over to the left side of the mat, and the left arm is over to the right side of the mat. Choosing whichever position works best for you and your arms and chest and shoulders. As you keep rolling that left hip towards the mat, and the right hip back. Holding these postures for a while might be taxing not only on the body as you challenge your flexibility and allow the muscles and joints to open up, but it is a challenge on the mind as well. So using the body or breath or intention to allow or encourage your mind to stay present with what is happening here and now. With every exhale, folding further forward, giving your mind something to focus on so that it doesn't go off on a tangent, thinking one thought after the next. Being compassionate and gentle with yourself, and knowing that thinking is okay, it's totally natural and normal. It is what the brain is meant to do. But know that you chose to spend this time in stillness with the body and encouraging the mind to follow suit. Slowly and gently easing your way out of your pigeon pose, lifting the chest up, softening the shoulders, and lean to your right, bringing the left foot forward and coming back onto hands and knees to switch sides. With the left knee forward, left ankle towards the right wrist, right leg extends. So from here, rolling the right hip towards the mat, rolling the left hip back as you lift the chest, and keeping that long straight spine, slowly folding forward. So you can bring the left hand across the chest, right hand to the left side of the mat, or just extend the arms straight ahead. Settling into this forward fold in your pigeon pose. Allowing yourself to expand and lengthen and sink deeper into this pose with every breath. And gently easing your way out of this pigeon pose. Sitting up tall. And come to a comfortable seated position. We'll make our way into double pigeon. So keeping the right leg on the mat, knee bent, foot flexed, shin is parallel with the top of the mat. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee and allow the left knee to relax towards the right ankle. Keep lifting the chest up, and you can take hold of opposite elbows behind the back as you roll the shoulders back and lengthen the spine. Both feet are flexed as you soften in the hips and shoulders. Gently releasing the arms. You'll take a forward fold over the legs, so you can bring your hands at your sides or onto the top leg as you guide the chest forward. Maybe bringing some weight onto the top leg, relaxing that left knee towards the right ankle as you deepen the experience in the hips. Inhaling to make your way out, bringing the soles of both feet onto the mat, hugging the shins as you sit up tall. And then switching sides. Left leg down, right ankle on the left knee, both feet are flexed. Take hold of opposite elbows. Lift up through the top of the head. Soften the eyes, jaw, hips and toes. With every exhale, allowing gravity to bring the top knee down to the bottom ankle. Gently folding forward if you choose. And then slowly making your way out, hugging the shins. Slowly make your way onto your back. We'll set up for plow pose here. So you can either gently lift the hips, support the low back, and just allow the hips to be a little bit above the heart. As you lift the hips up, knees can be bent. You can reach the heels out and back towards the top of the mat, and slowly lower the toes towards the floor behind you. If the feet firmly touch the floor, you can release your hands to your sides. If not, keep supporting the low back as you guide the heels all the way forward to the floor in front of you. Pressing down into the shoulders, keeping the neck long and hips high. The back is long and the gaze is straight ahead. If you're in the version of plow pose with the feet on the floor and the hips up high, see if you can lower your knees down beside the ears. And maybe even squeeze the knees in towards the ears as you keep reaching the hips forward to the top of the mat and keeping the shins down. Maybe not. You can keep the legs straight, or you can have the knees bent above the head. Whichever version of plow pose works for you. If you have the knees down, maybe you interlace the fingers and release the hands down to the center of your mat. And support the low back again. Straighten the legs one at a time. And then slowly lower the hips down onto the mat with core control, keeping the legs as straight as possible. Relaxing the shoulders onto the mat, bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat. Staying in this active rest position. Allowing the back of the head to be heavy, the shoulders to roll back. Feeling the length of the spine against the mat. And then extend your arms wide, palms face up. And extend the legs as wide as you can. Toes roll open to the sides. Settling into this starfish pose or a wide-legged savasana. Settling into the body here, getting as comfortable as you can. Noticing the sensations in the feet. Watching the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, the toes and ankles. Softening the space between the ankles and knees. Softening the space between the knees and hips. Allowing any tension in the pelvis and low back to melt away. Allowing the belly, the chest and back to soften. Feeling the chest, front, back and sides expand and contract with every inhale and exhale. Allowing the shoulders and arms, hands and fingers to be soft and heavy. Allowing the front, back and sides of the neck to be soft and relaxed. Letting go of any tension in the jaw. Gently separating the lips, softening the cheeks, eyes, eyebrows and scalp. Being aware of the entire body as it rests in stillness. Begin to gently welcome movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe turning the head from side to side. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat as you reach the arms back behind you. Taking a deep stretch. And slowly making your way onto your side before coming up into a comfortable seat. We'll take Brahmari Pranayama here, or bumblebee breath. So covering the eyes, bringing the index fingers together at the center of the forehead and covering the ears with the thumbs. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose, and then as you exhale, making a humming sound like a bumblebee in the throat. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, feeling the vibration as you exhale. Bring the back leg forward in your comfortable seat. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling Exhaling to release the arms, bringing them together in prayer as you breathe normally. Observing the way the body feels in this moment. Observing the breath. Lifting the chest to the thumbs and bowing to the hands in prayer. Giving thanks for these moments spent exploring spaciousness and connecting to stillness. Thanking yourself for making the effort in your practice. And I thank you for sharing your practice with me and for allowing me to share mine with you. From my heart to yours, I wish you peace and presence.